And
I'd do
then,
it to you to save your life.
please don't let me die.
Nah, you gotta live.
Nah, just let me
Then
die.
who I'm gonna do the show with?
It's gonna be awkward, man. It's gonna like I'm not gonna know how to feel. I'm just be like, "Hey, Herb,
I'm be like,
so
hey,
you got soft lips." Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Herbal Synergy, the shop. I am your host, Synergy. With me, as always, my co-host, yes, the man that hosts with me, Herb.
what up?
Herb, I just want you to know, I pointed to my left as if you'd be there, and you weren't there.
That's because I teleported to your right.
Nah, there's nothing to my right but a door, dog.
I know. I'm outside.
It's a closet.
Yes, I'm trying to get out the closet.
Whoa. Okay.
See,
Now's the
yeah,
now's the decade to do it.
shoot, you never know, dog. Just open it up and see me sitting there.
All right. Well, if you're gonna come out the closet, at least bring a flavor out with you.
Shoot, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna show Wise Man Grandchild a little love this week.
Ooh, me too.
Yeah, I like the scene when Shin he just comes in and just like drop kicks the demonoid. I was like, ooh,
Oh,
wrestling
all right.
move
The
for this
opening.
fighters.
Got
Yeah,
it. Mine was towards the end when he said all these demonoids are in the wrong weight class.
yeah.
I was like,
It
ooh,
was
cocky much, motherfucker. Okay, okay.
that man knows the plot before the plot even happens. So yeah, I was like, oh man, drop kicking demonoids WWE style. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Couldn't
but
wait to get
yeah,
it started.
yeah. That was a decent looking episode. I didn't feel like there was too much of substance per se.
I mean, it was pretty predictable, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very. The
The
other,
the most intense it got was with August and the girl.
yeah, that was one. I did think it was funny how he kept referencing the girls as children. I'm like, why do you call them children? They're not like 6 years old.
Well,
But I
that
mean,
one
I
girl was
guess,
acting like a child. She was like getting pissed off really fast.
yeah, I mean, I guess you could say they were children if you think of their age as relative to his own. So
All right.
that could be one of those ones.
I mean, I guess we're talking about Wise Man's grandchild first.
That- I guess.
Fuck it.
So, yeah. Yeah, let's
Um.
go ahead and start it off then.
All right. Episode 11. By the way, I didn't forget classroom delete quotes. We'll just do it a little later.
She can do it now.
We can do it now. Whatever you want to do, dog. I'm here. I'm just here.
Nah, I'm just co hosting.
Nah, a co-host is a host.
Nah, coasting. Get it? Co hosting.
Shut up. Fucking.
Damn.
You ain't a dad yet, dog. You shouldn't be doing dad jokes.
So I can't help it. That's just my I guess my humus. So yeah.
What if when you became a dad, you lost the like
My dad joke abilities.
the fondness for dad jokes?
Yeah. I hope not. I always like punny quotes and stuff like that. Hope I don't lose it. Who knows? Maybe I'll be too tired to think of quotes of dad jokes when I'm too tired for saying that with the baby.
Damn.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm
I don't
always
know.
tired, so I don't think I'll have that issue.
Damn. Mm. But yeah, give us our quotes. Hit me with them.
Okay, season 1, episode 6. Felt like I said that with a lisp. There
It's
are
okay,
two.
dog.
I got you, dog. I got you. Season 6. There are two kinds of lies. One concerns an accomplished fact, the other concerns a future duty.
Mm.
This one was too big brain for me. I didn't really get it.
Yeah, read it one more time.
There are two kinds of lies. One concerns an accomplished fact, the other concerns a future duty.
Mm.
Duty.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the first part refers to something that you did. Like you could have been like, "Oh yeah, I've moved all that stuff over there, and it's not really that much stuff." And then the stuff that the former part of it's probably like, what's a good analogy here? Like, yeah, I'm gonna score 30 points tonight or something.
I mean,
Which
this.
you would be a liar if you don't score 30. But so I mean that's the easiest way I could put it in there.
Yeah, it's probably generalizing like things you lie about. You're either lying about something you already did or lying about something you're going to do.
Yeah, like embellish stuff. So
And it probably has something to do with Ayano Koji using Blondie. Actually, this season one, I don't know if he was using her yet.
no, he wasn't. But the second part doesn't mean that he has to. It's not limited to something. Like maybe he said he would. Like you could, the quote, he maybe didn't protect it when he said he was soon enough or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that could have been it.
All right, okay. Season one, episode 7. Nothing is as dangerous as an ignorant friend. A wise enemy is to be preferred. I can
Mm.
see. I understand that one. Oh, by the way, I rate the previous quote like a 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 7.
And as for this one, nothing is as dangerous as an ignorant friend. A wise enemy is to be preferred. I don't think I prefer a wise enemy, but an ignorant friend is definitely dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I can liken this to a situation where, say, you and your enemy are trapped, and the only way for both of y'all to survive is to work together. Whereas the fool would be like, "I'm not working with you,"
Mm-hmm.
or something stupid. Yeah, so that's what I could see. I like
Yeah.
that quote. I'm gonna get that a 7.75.
7.75. It's got a 7 out of me.
Yeah,
Okay,
not
and one
quite an
more.
8.
What's up?
It's not quite an 8 though.
Not quite. Close. Just because
Hmm.
I don't agree with the last half. Like I don't think I'd want a wise enemy over I don't want either.
Also, the wise enemy won't do foolish, dumb stuff, so it'd be predictable.
Yeah.
It should just be a matter of wits.
But season 1, episode 8. Actually, this one's not even really a quote. I'm just gonna skip this one. I'll tell you what it is. It's abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
Dante's Inferno.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
But that's not really. I mean, yeah, I guess you can call it a quote, but like it's you don't really know what it's referring to.
No context.
No, nothing at all. I think it's literally just the title of the episode.
Yeah, it could be.
I
I
mean,
don't
I'm sure
know.
there is a quote. I'm sure it's probably like you said from Dante's Inferno, but we're gonna go to episode nine's quote. Man is condemned to be free.
Yeah, man is condemned to be free.
I mean, I'm feeling a bit of the opposite right now. I feel condemned to be chained by a lot of obligations.
I think it's kind of like an oxymoron or something. Because people that have a bunch of free time are looked down upon sometimes. Like, oh, you need to get you a job, or you need to be working, or you need to find something.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, essentially, in like it varies by age too. Because when you're young, they say, oh, you need to work and get your money. But when you're old, like, oh, you need to go leisure, do crazy things with your time, and it's one of those things. It applies differently to different people at different times. So yeah. I give that like a 5.
A 5? That was like a I don't know.
Yeah, I think a 5 or 4, somewhere in there.
I don't resonate with it.
I might do like a 4.37.
Can you tell me why 3.7? Like why that weird number?
I don't know. That just popped into my brain. So that's what I did.
4.37. Yeah, you know what? I can respect going with whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, I got to do it.
I'm good with a
Oh,
5.
yeah, yeah, it works well.
Yeah, I'm good with a 5. All right, episode 11 of Wise Man's Grandchild, the mightiest corpse of magicians ever.
Mhm,
Now,
mhm.
other than the slight knowledge of that every person, well, all the guys are coupled up with a gal in this group, and only 3 girls are single. Um, this was just our ultimate magicians versus the demonoids, and everyone did more than hold their own. Shin went on a killing spree and said these demonoids weren't up to snuff, and towards the end, some redhead showed up, and it seems like next episode's when shit's gonna actually go down.
Yeah, I do think it's worth mentioning that one of the demonoids got a hold of a magical barrier item.
Yeah, he was using it against August and the girl he was with, and I thought they were gonna, because it seemed like he can only do it like in a radius in front of him. I thought they were just gonna attack him from both sides and overpower him, but no, they just overloaded the barrier and broke it.
Yeah, pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I was like, yeah, they're doing great work and working together and tag teaming, and she looked almost indestructible, but I know she wasn't. It was all Shin's magical powers.
Yeah, I mean, so like these episodes are getting kind of like with. It was the same thing with Mob Psycho. Like when I watch these episodes, I write down things I feel I should be writing down, and it's just I'm watching these episodes. I'm like, this is all falling within what I thought was going to happen. I really don't think I need to be writing any of this down.
Yeah, I just do stuff that I think would be interesting to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I did the same thing with Mob Psycho. I didn't really write much down. I wrote something. I wrote a question I had down for
Yeah,
Mob Psycho.
yeah. Well, we can answer that when we get to some mob, baby.
What do you want to talk about next?
Shoot, I guess we talk about some mob.
All right,
So
go ahead.
yeah, so Mob Psycho uh was the Yokai Hunter Ama Kusi Haruki appears, and it's like the threat of 100 demons. So this one, there's a wandering spirit fighter for the yokai, and he comes to town. Then Kageyama, yeah, they're in like a group project, group setting, and he gets assigned costumes for the haunted house. I'm like, oh, my boy Mob's gonna be a seamstress, and this is all for the cultural fair. So then we get back to like the yokai hunter. He goes to talk to Reagan, and he's like, "Oh, we gotta stop something before it starts."
Yep.
And, and it's like, "Oh, I think he called him the Dork Army." No, the Dark Army, and he wants his help.
The Dork Army.
Yeah, I was like, "Dork?" No, I was like, "No, it's Dark." Yeah, it's kind of I was like, "Did Reagan call him Dork?" And I was like, "I don't think he did." And I was like, "Oh, he wants the Dark Army."
He probably
So
could have
then,
though.
yeah,
I
I
would I
if
would see it in his character. He would probably think it.
yeah, not he might have thought it, but anyhow, so the yokai hunter wants his help, and he's going to pay Reagan help. And Reagan's like, "Oh, you think I'm gonna be fooled by this first $100 yen behind a stack of paper?" And he flips it, and he gets 100 million yen. He's like, 100 million yen, let's go. So I did think that was funny though, uh, that trick, because Reagan's he's a charlatan, so he's just figuring out a whole bunch of stuff and all the con man trick ways that he knows how to do. So then they go to fight the yokai, and Mob had tagged along, and Mob's getting all these ideas for a haunted house. It's like, oh, we could do this slime stuff like this, and the goat. Maybe we could have some ghosts that people could pretend to fight, and the kids could play with them. And then my man, the yokai hunter, he goes hit a demon ghost thing, and his sword just breaks. I was like, dang. And then so
Yo, that thing
Mob and
costs
them,
like 7 million or billion yen.
yeah. I was like, dang, he just broke it just like that. Oh yeah, hey, DJ, bring that back. But yeah, so yeah, Mob's putting in work. He's at 42% now. And then I thought the thing was cool was my man had a card sword. So
Yeah, yeah.
was Zawa.
Okay, so here's what I don't get now that you mentioned Mob being at 42%. I don't get what's building his explosion. Like,
I think it,
is my man just stressed? Is he stressed?
that's what I was thinking because I think it's like because the whole episode he's been having like fear of like uncertainty, and it's like I don't know what I'm gonna do. What do I do about these costumes? Like I'm not very artistic. Like what should I do?
Yeah, I thought his explosion was tied to his anger. Bro. I was like, I don't. He's he's not angry, right?
I
No,
think
he's
it might just be tied to his like emotions, and
it
for
could
him,
be.
anger might be his strongest emotion that seeps out, and it
Damn,
might be the shift where it's switching from anger to
just any
stress
plain
or
old
like
fucking negative emotion.
yeah, anything that's giving him cause for pause or worry or stress induced or anything where he has to like take a step back and evaluate stuff.
My poor man Mob is stressed.
Yeah, I'm at 110
But like, so okay, all right.
for my stress. But you
So
just
don't you
wrong
think?
about it.
Stop. Don't
It's
you think
important.
if that was it? Stop,
If I was Mob, you would have cared.
motherfucker. I don't even care. I was just like, I'm confused. I'm a little confused because let's say it was the negative emotions that he was like the worries he had leading up to this episode. Wouldn't you think
hmm
at the end of the episode where like everyone was like feeling satisfied that the meter would go down? It's like he
It's fun.
builds it
Yeah.
and stays. It plateaus there until like it builds again.
Yeah, it could do that. Not sure.
I could be remembering wrong, but didn't they in the first season or the first two seasons? What season is this? Three?
It did go up and down.
It went up and down, right?
Yeah.
But this is just plateauing. Like it goes up and it just stays where it's at. I don't understand.
I mean, it could be due to him go. I think he's in his adolescence phase, so Demeter could just be something different.
Oh god, I just had a bad thought in my head. Keep going.
Yeah, where like kids are moody and crazy. They just anything can set them off or not set them off, or stuff that should be getting them mad. They're like whatever, and stuff that shouldn't get them mad. Like ah.
Oh man, imagine
So
like the meter built when he was like his hormones were kicking.
yeah, that could have been the past two seasons though, because I think he's like 14 or 15 now, but normally like 12 or 13 's when like they start kicking in bad. But he's going to high school though, so
Yep, yes he is.
yeah, he made that decision. So
I didn't
but
know he
yeah,
had a option not to go to high school.
yeah, because well, over in Japan, like the way they do the education is like you get it up to like middle school, and then you can choose the path you want to go on. Like if you want to be like a VOTech, or or if you want to go strictly as like learn about computers or all such other stuff. That's why they have like chess champion pros at like 14 because they just devote their time to doing that.
Yeah,
Or
with
like
vibrators up their ass.
that wasn't. I think it was an American one that did that
Probably,
one.
honestly, probably.
Yeah, because I was like, huh.
But I bet you the vibrator was made in Japan. I'm kidding.
It might have been, but yeah, there's actually a funny story about those. I'll tell you off the air because I've read some stuff.
That's what I'm
and
talking
listen to
about, I
stuff.
think.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. But yeah, just remind me later.
All right, if I remember, I'll remind you.
Yeah, so then my man Mob, he figured out his own problem. Couldn't ask Reagan for help, but Reagan had blown him off like a typical adult in the beginning of the episode. And he figured out his own problem, made some nice costumes and the haunted house. It's like you go, Mob,
Yeah,
Mob the boy.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I think and he made everyone feel good about what they did.
yeah. It's like I had the one kid was like, yeah, I didn't know. I had this in me and this, that, and the other. He's like, oh, yeah, I was real worried after you said to do this, but we did it.
Mofo said, "I thought we were doing the sheet still."
Yeah, most terrible idea to do sheets.
So let's just do sheets. We save time and money. It's like, damn, they don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. Well, kids don't care about mostly anything. Because when I was that age, I was like, I don't care.
Hey,
I'm
the
beat
number
you if
one cheap
possible.
scare is a jump scare.
Yeah. Mm.
That's all these movies and games. If it's scary, it's scary because of jump scares. That's about it. Which is not really scary. It's like, ah, okay, you got me.
Haha, you got
Followed by
me.
boring plot.
Haha, no, not again. Haha. Yeah.
See, I think what makes the new Scream like the way they keep making screams with Ghostface. I think what
hmm
adds to that is like just you trying to figure out who the hell is the killer the whole time, the two killers, and that's how that stays interesting. Like you're not gonna scare anyone with any killing scenes anymore. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. Surprise killing scenes.
But yeah, continuing on.
Yeah. That concludes that for Mob.
Yeah, Mob, make the next
Yeah.
episode better. This one seemed more like filler. It's only episode 2.
I,
What are we doing?
I wouldn't say filler. I would say
It was like 50-50 to me.
like more so trying to show the change in his growth and maturity again.
Mob's
But
doing
this,
things for himself. Which Reagan was
yeah,
like, what?
yeah,
Mob figured out a problem on his own? Yeah, motherfucker, no thanks to you.
yeah. So that's what I would say.
Okay. Alright. Jujutsu?
Yeah, I'm talking about jujutsu. Uh, so
I
pretty,
was
pretty.
I was a little confused, Irby. Did Megumi figure out what Itadori was trying to say or no?
I think he kind of figured it out because
I couldn't tell whose
uh,
thoughts I was reading.
yeah, because I think Fushiguro he was like, oh, I think Itadori would kill himself to get the help they need
Mm-hmm.
because he found out he was the chosen one. Uh, yeah, and then pretty much the brain guy, the main villain shows people curses and curse energy, and they're like, oh, we just use the curses as a source of energy, and they were going to subject Japanese subjects to a research project for unlimited cursed energy. I'm like, interesting, curse energy. I mean, technically, it's a renewable resource if you could harness it. Because
Yeah.
I think they're talking about hooking Gojo up to perpetual energy.
Just leave him in the box and attach some wires to him.
Yeah, I'm like, no, can't block on my man Gojo.
Nah, he's gotta come out.
Yeah,
Which
hopefully he
means
gets out soon.
Yuji has to die.
He might die, or they might be like, oh, well, since you're containing him well enough, then we'll let you live, but you're gonna have to die at some point.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I think that the thing is he has to eat enough of the fingers, and then they're gonna end up killing him.
Yeah, that's the goal of the school, but
Society.
I think Gojo is fighting against that. I was like, he's controlling 15. What's 5 more gonna do? We now have the perfect controller of Sukuna, which technically not true because the massacre.
Yeah, I think that's because he was super tired though.
Oh yeah, they wore him out, and then Sukuna just took over.
Yeah, which is like a rare instance, I would say. But who
Well,
is I to talk? Say,
we know he's not the author's not afraid to kill anyone off.
yeah. Well, we don't know she's dead for sure.
We know quite a few people are dead, sir.
Name them.
Maki's sister
She
and
don't
that
have a
entire
name.
clan. I don't know her name, dog. She wasn't important enough.
If you don't know a name,
She
then you can't
did.
name them.
Maki's mother dead. Maki's father dead.
He wasn't even thought of in the whole thing.
Maki's entire clan dead.
Yeah, but none of those people even mattered.
True, but they dead.
They all dead. A whole bunch of people died.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Gojo's spirit is currently dead.
his spirit's alive. It's just shackled to an alternate reality.
I think Volcano Dude dead.
Nah, his head's still left. I think. No, is it? Yeah, I did. I think he might have died. I don't know, but yeah, a whole bunch of people dead.
Isn't isn't Glasses and Cleaver Dude dead?
Yeah, they burned him alive.
Dead.
Yeah, Haname.
Poor guy who's now on our team with his brothers. His brothers are dead.
They were curses. They've been dead.
I know. Actually, some of the most badass scenes came from their deaths.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
The fuck is this Game of Thrones? Everybody's dying in this shit. Who's gonna be the
they,
king in the end?
I would have went with a different analogy.
I know. That's the only thing I had. I had nothing.
Yeah, I would have said along the lines of Demon Slayer for my analogy.
Fuck is Demon Slayer?
Yeah,
Except I know where the biggest, baddest demon is at all times.
yeah.
You think he ever gets bored in Yuji? Like he's just sitting there on his throne of nothing.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why he helps sometimes because he's like, up. I don't
I'm
want this.
bored.
Yeah, let me just help out. But yeah, so on to you want to do Tots op.Destiny
We can do
or
Talk to
Spy
OP
Family?
Destiny, dog. We can do it. Episode 8, Destiny cassette. So we start off, Do you know the Dick Maestro's name? His actual name? I don't know his name.
Felix Schindler.
Felix. All right, Felix. We start off, Tact and Felix, Destiny and Hell, all squared up. And then Tact did something. He did this fucking super dart. Right? You saw
He
that?
did. I was like, Tot got God mode. I was like, my man just flew out.
And like it reminded me when he did that. And I was like, you know what? That's not the first time I saw this motherfucker running really fast. Remember I questioned it the one time. I was like, was he just like really fast, or did they do the dust for like animation purposes? No, this motherfucker is quick.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I was like, maybe they're trying to play it off as if, oh, he's missing an arm, so he's faster. No, motherfucker, why is he so fast? He was about
I
to punch
feel
Felix's
yeah.
lights out.
I feel like there's like a two-way power street that they got going on.
Yeah, yeah. I thought I didn't ponder it much after that, but
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like he gets powered because if she uses too much power, he dies. But like I feel like he can tap into using her power with like no effects. It's like a two-way street. Stuff can flow in, flow out, but it costs more for it to flow out of him than more for it to flow into him and to use.
Oh, but maybe if she learns to control her output, maybe she can input to him.
Yeah,
Because, well, we'll discuss it later. Because I think you know what I was about to say. But yeah, fucking Tack dashes towards Felix like some fucking god, and like he just teleported right in front of him. He was about to punch his lights out, and then Hell kicks
Yeah.
attacked and kills the whole mood. Honestly, what a hoe.
Yeah, I was like, oh no. So you should let him duked it out.
I know. Fucking Destiny was just standing there, but like she was really concerned. So,
Yeah.
um, Destiny grabbed him and he was like, "Yo, we can't do this." And like she's like, "No, we got to do it." And Hell started attacking with her kicks of wavelengths or whatever, and she got attacked like really good on
Could have
the
said her hell kicks.
Hell kicks.
Yes.
Hell kicks.
Flame kicks are Diable Jamba.
No, it's not Diablo Jump. Stop.
Yeah.
And she gets tacked really good in like the torso region, like right under his chest, but above his stomach. And Destiny decides to like retreat with tact. And Felix is like, "Why'd you let them go?" It's like, "Cause it's more fun this way."
Yeah.
So
You mean
she finds shelter. She's taking care of him. She noticed he came down with a fever, and to try to get him to drink water, she actually transferred it through her mouth.
It's
So
like, oh, look at her. She really cares.
I was like, "Oh damn, my girl matured." She like kissed him to give him water,
Yeah. I thought nothing of it.
and
I'd do
then
it to you to save your life.
please don't let me die.
No, you gotta live.
Nah, just let me
Then
die.
who I'm gonna do the show with?
It's gonna be awkward, man. It's gonna like I'm not gonna know how to feel. I'm just be like, "Hey, Herb,
I'm like,
so
hey,
you got soft lips."
I'm like, you want some more water? But I'm out of water, baby.
I would never water again. I'm good drinking soda, juice,
I
anything
got
but
that
water,
too.
please. Have PTSD. Every time someone brings me water, I just get an image of you
Get flashbacks, be hurting.
screaming the
Yeah.
water's off the table. Sir, what's happened? Never water. Never
I
water.
never want water again in my life. Yeah. Reminds me of a buddy I had that man only drank juice or Gatorade. I'm like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
He don't drink water when we were at practice.
Oh, yeah, it's hard. I think if you grow up and you drink a lot of juice and soda and shit like that, I think it's hard to get into drinking water. It's so plain tasting at first, but like what I told people is I didn't like water either. But like if you like force yourself to drink it every day, like you actually start liking it.
Yeah, not all water tastes the same either.
Yeah, it definitely not all water doesn't taste the same, but I'm not that picky. I can drink water out the tap fine.
Oh, I'm not even talking about that because when we used to go on our little track trips, we would call the water dick water because it just tasted awful. It's the only water that they ever provided us with. So it was rough.
Dick water.
I was like, man, I'm just gotta be thirsty today. So we'd all just grab the Gatorades and drink that because this water tasted god awful. Like, I wouldn't even get that water to my dog.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So Destiny kisses gives Tap water through a kiss. And at this point in the episode, I questioned Felix because I was like, how does someone who hate music become what do you call him? A conductor.
yeah,
Well, answered another one of my questions later. But while Destiny's taking care of Tact, we go over to Anna, who's ready to accept that Cassette is dead, and like she's trying to save him, and Lenny shows up with Titan, and they're talking. It's like I've never even actually called her name. It's time to actually accept her. So it seems like Tact and Anna throughout this episode are ready to accept Destiny for who she is.
Mhm.
And Destiny, because she cares about Tact, Um, they talked a little bit, and Tact's like, I have no one to write music for, and Destiny's like, I want to listen to your music. I know people want to listen to your music, and that's when Tact really finally, first time he said that since he lost Cassette, he has no one to hear what he would write anyway. So
Yeah.
he falls back asleep, which that was kind of deep for Tact. I'm like, damn, my man got deep with it. I
My
mean,
man also insulted her about the bandage. I'm like, bro, she tried to save your life. That's what you do?
I think
You acting
I
real
think he was
stingy
just
right
trying to.
now.
I think he was just trying to lighten the mood.
Nah, you acting real stingy right now.
Nah, man. I think he did that out of genuine, like, that was his way of trying to say thank you.
Try to Levine the situation.
Yeah, 'cause the mood was kind of heavy.
Mm.
But Tack falls back
Heavy
asleep.
flow.
Tack falls back asleep, and Destiny goes to fight Hell by herself. So when he wakes up, he knows that she went to do that, and he's like, "No, can't do it." So then, Hell and Destiny are fighting, but Hell obviously has the advantage, and Tack shows up, and they're about to they're like having a moment, and they're ignoring Felix, which he didn't appreciate, and then Lenny and Titan shows up, and Lenny, Titan, and Felix and Hell start fighting, but really Lenny's just stalling for Tact and Destiny so they can have their like 1-on-1.
Hmm.
And then Tact called Destiny by her name, and they were talking like they become like a unit, their team. They're ready to do this together. So they take over and they start kicking Hell's ass. And then when it was just about to be over, boom, 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 our team's got the upper hand. This music heart Heaven shows up, and she basically fired Felix. And it was like, you were told not to mess with him. You messed with him anyway. And Hell leaves, and it's like, oh, you were never actually a conductor anyway. It's like, oh, that's why he's a conductor without music. He doesn't even actually have the fucking Hell's wand. It's a fake wand.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. So that answered that question, and they met up
So
with what's up.
I would say, do you think that going forward, since they're referring to her as like an actual person, that her power will increase?
I think now that, because it seemed like even though she wanted to be helpful, it seemed like it did kind of like weigh on her mind the fact that like she mentioned Anna never called her by her name, and like she knows that Cassette still weighs heavy on their mind. And like I think she has to know that like she was born from Cassette. You know what I mean? So like maybe her being the person that like wants to help people, that weighing on her mind, and like her maturing the way that she is, I think maybe she feels like maybe they resent her a little bit, and that's why she's trying to help as many people as she can, and she cares so much, and like she genuinely likes Tack's music, and she seems like she genuinely cares about Anna and looks to her as a sister. So maybe it's a little conflicting for her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Anna
It's kind of
called.
like
Go ahead.
what was that? It's kind of, you think it's kind of like the Zombat toe? It's like, oh, you never even asked me my name, and then once you learn the name, you get a whole new level of power.
I'm thinking, yeah, with this new like acceptance of her, maybe her and Tack become a better team, because like he was in that state for a while and he was weakened, and like they still like were in perfect sync and kind of like fought toe to toe with Hell, even though like Hell didn't have an actual conductor. So I feel like maybe Hell wasn't in her truest form.
Yeah.
So that just made me think like, damn, how strong can Hell be if she has a conductor that like is able to hold her?
Yeah.
I don't know, but they go back to Anna, and Anna hugs Destiny, and finally calls her Destiny. Anna is willing to accept her for who she is, and she's like, "I'm gonna call you Destiny now." And she's like, "Should I call you Anna?" And it's like, "Only if you promise to call me Big Sister too." So everyone's happy, and then we see before the episode ends, the thingy on Tak's arm spreads like
Yeah.
by itself. Usually, it spreads when he's using the the wand, and Destiny is in her music cart form. This time, it just went to his shoulder by itself. So I don't know what's happening with that. It seems like there's still a lot of questions to have, a lot of things. You know, we're still heading to New York. Maybe um, fixing her output will. It doesn't seem like it's going to solve the issue. It might slow down the process of her stealing his life, but as of right now, I'm thinking Tat so far is on a one-way ticket to death. Ticket. I said ticket.
Tricky, tricky, tricky. Yeah.
But it was a good episode. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, look at this. This is great.
Yeah, it was a good episode. Whereas it feels like Wise Man's grandchild kind of like it didn't slow down, but like it's not as impactful as the first. I want to say 8 episodes were.
They
I don't know.
definitely, yeah, definitely tapered off towards the end.
Mm-hmm. But you know what didn't taper off?
What?
Spy Family.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah. My family was pretty good. I was like, yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead, Herbie.
yeah. So this week, Spy Family, episode 15, a new member.
No, no, no,
So
no, no. 14.
14. Oh
Yes,
shoot,
14.
you sure it's 14?
Yes.
Huh. My thing went oh, disarm the bomb?
Yes.
Huh. I feel like I watched that one already.
You did. If the episode came out yesterday, you probably watched them both.
Oh
Or no,
yeah.
no, we started a week behind.
Yeah.
I mean, I can catch up tomorrow for next week if you want. And we can
Oh
just
no,
talk
we
about
we
15 and
we
16.
we did do the bomb one last week.
No, no, no. So this on last week, cuz remember your flavor was when your kicked that dude and he went bouncing like a pinball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was towards the end of that episode.
You sure?
Yes.
Hmm.
Cuz I leave my notes on and I only take them off when I watch the next episode.
Oh, then
And
they must have
I think
I
I have
must have
another one.
I must have labeled the episode wrong then. Yeah, because yeah, okay, then I labeled the episode wrong then. Um yeah, because last week they got rid of the dog with the bomb, right?
The one we have to talk about is the one where they got rid of the dog with the bomb.
Mm,
Where where Anya kept seeing the dog's vision, right?
yeah.
And was trying to save Twilight or Lloyd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one we have to talk about.
Ah, interesting. I could have sworn we did that one already.
No,
But yeah,
sir. But
so
so that I can watch 2 episodes next week, so we can talk
uh,
about 15 and 16.
yeah. So I guess they do the little bomb stuff. Uh yeah, the dog goes off running, more doggy stuff. They're figuring out the bomb places and whatnot. And yeah, maybe you take this one
I
because
threw you the fuck off.
yeah, because I could have sworn we watched this, and I'm like, I've watched this one, and it came through. I was like,
Okay,
so
so
we'll let you take the reins on this.
episode 14, disarm the bomb. So just a slight recap. You're saying how you can't marry Anya; she's way too young. and I forgot where she brought it up, but your mentioned being married to Lloyd, and she blushed. I was like, oh, look at her blushing after mentioning marriage, cute ass assassin.
Yeah,
And then the dog, who I don't think has a name yet,
he doesn't.
saw Lloyd die. Actually, didn't see Lloyd dying in an explosion. He saw Lloyd not being in the family, and then saw Lloyd buried under rubble. And Anya, being next to him, saw that vision. So she's like, "Oh man, we gotta save Dad."
Yeah,
So the redhead girl just they transport back into Lloyd and he's been taking a shit forever, according to
the
Yor.
handler. Yeah, the handler and whatnot. Yeah,
And they call all the kids, and she's like, "You guys want to start war again? She's never experienced war until you struggled for food. You've seen your friend die. You've killed an enemy who didn't want to die. You've seen this. You've done that. You don't know what war is." And she scares the shit out of them. And at the end of
yeah,
that, Twilight says he's sick of war. I'm like, damn, my man's been in a war before. So
yeah,
we go back to Anya and the dog, and Anya's trying to figure out where the bomb's gonna go off. But in the vision, she remembers the big clock, but she can't read the clock. So she goes, the hand on the clock went from 6 to 7, so we have 7 minutes left.
yeah.
I was like, bro, what? What? Anya, you're in school. Hopefully this motivates you to want to learn more.
Yeah, I thought another thing was funny how she said she had to go take Lloyd some toilet paper.
Yeah, I just remember Dad didn't take toilet paper, so I'm gonna go take it. Then she just darts off with the dog, and Yor loses her. It was very easy.
Yeah,
So
so
she actually found the building where it blows up. And the guy, she confirmed it because the guy left the building with his dog, and the dog recognized our dog at first, but dude was so in a rush he didn't find it suspicious at all and just pulled him like, let's go. Oh, okay. So then Anya breaks into the room. She sees, like, actually, she notices the bomb. Dog points out the bomb, and then Anya, freaking dumb cute ass, tries to open the door right away. I was like, oh yeah, if I open, the dog stops her. She's like, oh yeah, if I open that, it goes kaboom. I was like, yeah, yeah. So then she
yeah,
climbs in through like a little side vent thingy. I don't know what the hell
yeah.
it is. What?
She puts the ketchup on the door and stuff.
Yeah, but before that, she goes in and she tries to like, all right, I've watched the spy show. I'm gonna cut the wire. And it's
They're
the red
all
and the blue
black.
wire, right? And it's just like, all the wires are black. I was like, bruh.
Yeah,
But then here's the thing. I was just like, she was like, if I tell Dad not to open the door, he's gonna know I know something. So then she leaves a message in ketchup. I'm like, yo, she really just risked it all with some ketchup on the door.
and it didn't look like a bomb. It looked like a pineapple.
Yeah, the dude thought it was like a freaking food or something, and he was gonna open it anyway. But then Lloyd's just like, nah, something's up. So he puts a mirror in there and it's like, oh, there's a bomb there. It would have exploded if we opened the door. So first of all, you guys are not cautious enough. Second of all, she really just risked my boy's life on some catch-up message on the door.
Yeah,
Oh my
she
god.
did. It worked though.
It did. It worked out. And then the dog had the vision, the future changed, and Lloyd was in the family again.
Yeah,
So I guess next episode is a new member to the family.
yeah. New member to the family.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so but yeah, I did think it was also worth noting how my boy Lloyd hijacked the prime minister and
Oh yeah, threw him off the trail.
body switched them and then took him places and s- got the bomb off the old doggy.
See, I needed you, Herb. I don't write enough.
Yeah,
You cover me on the writing part. I completely forgot about that.
yeah. I remembered it. I just see my notes when I write my notes. It's something like little stuff just jogs my memory on everything. So I'm like, oh yeah, remember this, and then
Mm-hmm.
it expands. But yeah,
And then he
I
was like
definitely.
following the way that he was just a prime minister. And I was like, that's a something something year old, a 60 something year old, because he was
Yeah,
doing all this
6 year old
parkour
man.
shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, look at him.
Oh, and then like the episode ends where like it looks like Lloyd's about to kill the dog. And he's like, sorry that you had to get dragged into human problems. I was like, damn, is he gonna shoot the dog or is he gonna shoot the wires? I don't know.
you know, might
Dun
have to
dun
call that man
dun.
Mike Vick.
Damn.
No, let me stop.
Yes, anything else you want to discuss, my good sir?
I am currently watching this terribly messed up anime. I don't even know what it's about. I just put it on. It's called Angels of Death.
Oh, Angels of
And
Death?
yeah,
That's a good anime.
it's messed up.
It is messed up, but it's good. Trust me.
I feel like it's leaning towards the guy and the girl having a bond, and towards the end, he's gonna have to kill her, but he doesn't want to kill her.
Oh, trust me, it's fucked up. Just keep watching.
Yeah, or he might just end up killing her. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, it fucked me up.
I'm like, why? What is wrong with this little girl?
Apparently, it's a game too. I think the anime was born from a game.
It might be, but that dude's he's crazy. She's crazy. The whole setup's crazy. I'm like,
It's all
why?
batshit nuts. Yeah,
I'm like, first episode, I was like, what the heck is this? And then on the second episode, I'm still like, what? Third episode, I'm like, huh?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I binged it. I was so fucking confused and intrigued at the same time. I binged it.
It's like I don't understand what you're doing here.
So I can't stop watching this. I don't know why, but I can't stop watching this.
Yeah. Yeah. I started last week and I was like, maybe. Let's see.
Started Bleach, started Blue Lock. I think I said both of those, but episode two to Blue Lock, great. I'm gonna watch the episode two to Chainsaw Man. Maybe tomorrow. I bet that's gonna be great because first episode was fucking great. Bleach, always happy to see Ichigo. So episode two, I'm in the middle of it. It's probably gonna be chill, but I already know what's gonna happen. So at this point, I'm just watching
Yeah.
it to see it animated.
Animation across the nation.
But yeah, I mean, anime is looking good this season.
You know what else is looking good this season?
What?
You. Mm.
Oh, stop! No, stop that. What else you got, Herb?
Right. That's pretty much it. I thought that show was messed up, and I was like, I don't understand this. And then,
It ain't more messed up than
I remember the show King's Game.
yeah, it
Yep,
ain't more messed up than Kings.
it's
Yeah,
not.
it's for sure ain't more fucked up than fucking Redo Healer.
Yeah, and then another thing that didn't make sense to me was what D Gray Man. I feel like they fell into it like a fallacy because in the beginning of the show, when you got hit by a bullet, it changed you into an Akuma, but I can't remember if the guy got shot on bearskin or did it hit his clothes.
Hmm.
Because if he got shot on bearskin, then I could see him training changing into one. But then this police lady that the guy main character saved in the beginning went back to help this other lady like 20 um some episodes later. She got shot, and I was like, oh, why isn't she churning?
Hmm.
And so now I'm like, I need to find out what the inconsistency is.
Yeah, inconsistencies suck.
Yeah, and it makes my mind do crazy things.
I don't think
Yeah,
I watched D Gray Man. Let me know how it is. I'll give it a shot.
I enjoy it. It's my workout show I put on.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So yeah, you're
I,
like kind
I
of paying attention to it, not really.
no, I pay attention to it.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's just my background noise. I'm like,
Hey, that
oh,
new volume for Solo drops tomorrow, even though you're like 3 volumes behind.
yeah. I'm still on 3, so
Mm.
yeah. And there's 51 episodes of D Gray Man. Plus, it's a manga too.
Yeah, I did see it's a manga. Yeah, I saw it on Shonen.
So I'm like, huh.
I think most animes are mangas. Just depends. Like,
Yeah,
not all of them are Shonen though.
yeah. They just don't get past one or two seasons sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So, like, if you're really into it and you want to know what happens next, you should probably just transition to the manga.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I do.
Well, alrighty then, guys. That's been this installment of Herbal Synergy.
You talk like that.
I don't know, man. It just came out.
Jeez.
It just came out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, comment, do what you got to do, support your boys, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.